Amen.
Are you ready? Okay, good evening. Time being 7:30, I'll open this meeting of the Planning Board. We have a fairly short agenda tonight. Start out with the Form A plan that was submitted by Michael LeBlanc for a piece of property that number 12 East Street. This is the Form A plan that we saw before that didn't have the 100-foot square. And he's put the 100-foot square on.
Is
Everything
that
else-
next to Walling's?
Yes.
Between Walling's and the store, or
No, the other side of Walling.
is that much space?
That's
That-
it. And then he's cutting off the back. Tony can't share with you. He's behind his protector.
I think we're driving by and looking, and it just, where the house is placed, doesn't,
Well, he's cutting off the front, he's doing something with the back, must be going to tie it on one of these other properties.
how's he getting this 150 foot?
He's got 199.09.
Yeah, but he needs 300, right? Or is he just rearranging the lot itself? He's
All he's doing is he's cutting off the back property, he's making it a non-buildable lot.
Is it landlocked?
Yeah.
Can you landlock?
But he can sell it to one of the others.
I mean, it's got that Marion Ave, isn't that what used to be owned by the club out of Brockton? It was on Warren Avenue?
Yeah, the Swedish club.
Oh, the Vega Club.
Vega.
Or Vega, they like to say.
Vega.
Vega.
He's still around.
Oh, yeah.
So he's just cutting it off so he can sell it to,
Somebody.
I'm assuming, probably the 267 Matthew.
Because those are all on the left-hand side, those are all Hatfield's properties.
Yeah. And that's the odd number on that side. But I don't see,
I don't see him, no.
But you said Primo? Doesn't, he has another piece of property that butts to that? Did you say this guy was Primo?
No, this guy is Michael LeBlanc.
Oh,
He may own Primo Realty Trust. They could very well be.
yeah.
That could be them.
well, it's got the necessary square now,
Yeah.
so it meets all the other standards.
Anybody will?
I'll move to, sign the Form A.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second? We have a second. Do we have any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
The vote is unanimous of the four present.
Might as well sign them when they're in front of us, right?
First of July.
Half the year's gone.
Yeah.
What else could happen?
Anything could happen.
I'm real disappointed on the murder hornets.
Yeah, they let me down.
Yeah.
I told my daughters mowing the lawn this morning. Japanese beetles. Holy cow, I haven't seen swarms like them in ever. I remember my father used to have the hanging, these things that you hung that caught, that they'd fly into.
The jar?
Yeah.
Oh, did those things stink?
Oh, yeah. But we used to dump them in the chicken pen. Dump them out in the chicken pen. And chickens would have fun with them. Oh, we lived on Washington Street.
Everything. Okay. While we're doing that, next thing is a couple of street acceptances. We'll wait and do those all at once.
What was the third one? It was Breezeway, Elm Street, and
CC.
Elm Street and Spring Street.
oh, Meadowbrook. Okay. Meadow Spring, actually.
Okay, 586 Manley Street. They apparently want to do an additional or revise their special water resource special permit. That's what I'm trying to say.
Is that the trucking?
Yeah, this is where Joe Spady's.
Oh, across the street.
No, it's that one. It's that house. They're changing it. This is Andrew.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah. I just, they've been doing more and more stuff with what used to be the nursery place. That was a special permit. You know, across the street on the
Oh,
highway
yeah.
side. Seems like
That's
more
right.
and more and more and more is going on in there. And
Yeah. Okay, guess we can do the remotely special permit. I know the Concom is doing them. This one, I know nobody bothered coming to the last one. It was very quiet. And in talking with Driscoll on the other one, he can do the remote with Zoom. So hopefully when we all have new Chromebooks, we can do Zoom on those.
Is, what's his name, setting the Zoom and everything up on him?
Well, the Zoom, you just,
Yeah, but I
Oh,
mean,
right.
if,
and
but do we have to be on Zoom if we're doing a meeting here?
for the open
You just
meeting,
don't have a camera?
we have to have the camera so that it can be on the cable, so that you can see what we did. But it has to be on the Zoom in case somebody wants to read
No, thanks.
on the calendar,
No, thanks.
the agenda.
No, thanks. I'm gonna play the Lance.
Talk to your wife and your son. They're smart. They know all about these things. But
What?
we have to have the Zoom available, so that, and then we have to show it on the podium. So, Dawn, how long does it take you to?
A
do
couple
this over
weeks.
3 to 3 weeks? So
Yeah,
we're
a couple
looking at-
weeks. I think they might have even submitted, I'll have to look, but they're, I think the labels and stuff are already in there,
I saw something
so-
about the list, and certified list, and it's a
Yeah.
check here for, there's some money. What do we got for Wednesdays and next week?
So we have two, after next month, after
we
next
got five.
meeting, we
We
have
got-
2
we got
more
five.
weeks.
We got 5 Wednesdays.
Mhm.
Can I ask a question?
So,
Who makes the determination of a minor modification?
probably the zoning official.
Okay.
That is mine.
Very extensive. I just,
Well, yeah, we've got to hold the whole hearing. It's a, you know, the word, it's a modification, whether it's minor or,
yeah, I didn't know if there was legally
I'm not sure, that's
any
a,
difference between that and a whole new.
basically the zoning, the building commissioner, the zoning officer, and a couple other titles he has, I would say would be him. Well, we have 5 Wednesdays in July. Why don't we figure it on August the 1st? I mean, excuse me, the first Wednesday in
Is
August.
that the 6th?
5th.
I'm
August
sorry?
5th.
5th?
5th.
Okay.
You wanna do it at 7:30?
We might as well get it out of the way. Seems, the way it looks, this young man and his camera is going to be here for quite some time. So, Johnny, you'll make up
Yeah, I'll do the
a
notice.
notification.
And I'll do about it and get it to the newspaper and,
Next one is 343, 349 West Center Street. They submitted a draft copy to the building inspector, and he has not had a chance to review it. So without his, until he's notified all the other 17 recipients of site plan plans, and we have, get their.
Sent the dentist one?
Yeah, this will be where Dr. Peterson's dentist office used to be. They're going to be taking that down in the adjacent house, which they own both of them, and putting in a new professional building, which this dentist will also have his office at. So that'll be until the time is come out, we can't do anything. With that, the next thing is Meadowwood subdivision. I haven't heard anything. I still haven't heard anything more about 506 West Center Street, the Shell station. That's still in limbo. Anything on the subdivision updates?
Nothing's been done other than had been reported last meeting. Other than, I think we have a problem on Morley. I think there's if you're coming in from the water department end on Morley about halfway up, seems to be starting in the road.
Is that where it was before?
Yeah, but when it was paved, it wasn't there. It was flat. And I just noticed it this week. Probably, it looks like about a 4-foot divot that's starting. And it's enough that you know you did it. It's not like just a bump.
Drainage pipe or anything like
It's gotta be drainage because water is, oh, wait a minute.
What is it going to be in the sidewalk area? And what it means?
There's nothing that crosses under the road there.
I don't remember.
Is it in?
It's in the middle between the two farm roads on Morley, so.
Is it in the center of the road or one side?
It's about 6-8 feet out from the curb.
Is it a drain down where the drain line is?
Drain line runs right down the middle. I cannot honestly say that there's a catch basin or a drain structure near it. I want to say that it's by itself.
Could be something like a broken pipe and it's.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we should
that? Yeah.
trickles down.
advise the water department,
Yeah.
tell them they should look at it.
Probably look at the plan and see what's there.
But I just started to notice it this week because all I've been doing is taking a short road through. Because I could see all the sidewalk cuts if anybody was working. I noticed it this week. It wasn't sticking out. I'm just wondering if you got all that hard paned shale up there and all that water we've had. If there's something's got underground.
Could be a lot of things.
Yeah.
I know there was, and Watson corrected them, and there never was a problem up to paving. And Edwards did do a level course, but nothing was showing up prior to the day they were paving. This is something that's all of a sudden showing up.
Why don't we go up and have a look at it? Why don't we do it individually? That way we don't have to post a meeting without a quorum.
I mean, it's
Have a
a
look at it.
definite, you hit it with your wheel, you know you hit something. But it's probably, I'm gonna say it's 3-4 feet, but I mentioned that.
That's how they start.
Well, that's what happened with the South Street Bridge. I told Tom Green one day, I says, I drive over that bridge 100 times a day. I says, there's something wrong. There's a spot that's getting lower and lower. Next thing you know,
Well,
they got underneath it.
Well, that corrugated arch pipe had all rotted out.
Yeah.
But I used to canoe under them. One of them, you couldn't because it rotted out and it bent up like that, so it was like having
Guillotine.
guillotine across it. You had to be careful what you get under there. Okay, so why don't we have a look at it and come back and we'll give Erica a call and see what we can do on it. Okay. We've got some mail. Basically,
You haven't heard any more from our friend in Brockman?
no. No, it's, well, okay. In other words, yes, I take that back. I got a copy of the restrictions that the city put on it, and it can only go back, I think, 700 feet, that road, and you gotta have a cul-de-sac there, so the road never gets to West Bridgewater.
So,
So that's why when I said what he had to do, that's why I said it, because somebody had said something to me, but I never saw the whole word. Somebody got me a copy of the conditions of approval. What the words are.
No.
And that's still in tolling, that has not been signed yet.
so if the city only allows him to go back that amount of feet, then he can't go back any further than the West Bridgewater line to connect with us, right? I mean, if the cul-de-sac went to the lot line, then you could in theory let him connect.
You could, yeah, but it doesn't, it stops a couple hundred feet short of the.
I see what you want.
It's,
Does he think he's gonna put a driveway from there?
I don't know what he thinks he's doing, I'm not sure what he's doing, what he thinks.
I'll tell you, I'm not a strong supporter right now of another homeowners thing.
So that, to answer your question, that thing's kind of in limbo. I think it's because this, I don't think they're going, with the tolling, they can decide not to sign it. They don't, they could sign it, but they,
Yeah.
but apparently it's politics at play. That'd be my guess.
We don't even have to look at it, so.
We don't have to look at it until he comes
Now,
in
is-
with a bona fide plan.
Now, the only other way of him coming in is from
Yes.
Samuel Ave, right?
No, Ash Street.
Yeah, but that's still gonna be a road through Brockton.
Yeah, and it's.
And that don't go in all the way in.
Yeah, it does.
Does Ash Street go in to touch this?
Yeah, Ash Street went down through and ended up at Black Betty.
Yeah, but the construction of it would
No,
not.
it isn't, it doesn't meet sufficient line and grade and,
No.
the planning board to service that many lots.
It doesn't mean enough to service the 4 or 5 houses that
I
are
know.
up there.
So that was good enough to serve as emergency second access, which we were looking for.
That was our second way to get
That
into
was the
Samuel
second.
Ave when we took and had woods fires up. We got, if you got, you know, if you had an obstruction, you couldn't get through, then you'd come around and go in through that one.
So we're not gonna hear, I don't think we're gonna hear from him unless he does come up with something.
My wife made the suggestion that if we had to hold a public hearing under the present conditions, that we do it in the gazebo and everybody can stand 6 feet apart out on the lawn.
The club I belong to, we're having a meeting tomorrow night, and we have a pavilion, and we'll all be outside, under the roof or anywhere around in the pine grove around it, and we'll all be 6 feet apart. Did the camera ever show the
Like people in the
reorganization?
cemetery, they're all 6 feet apart.
There you go, 6 feet down.
Of course, it's vertical, but
Well, some of them are not, they're stacked on top of each other. The new ones.
yeah, but they're an associated couple,
Oh,
so you're allowed.
it's somebody you know.
All right, we've got to sign a new,
We need to organize, right?
yes. Okay. I wish Lance had, congratulations on his winning the election, but he isn't here, so I can't congratulate him. For the record, we can congratulate him on.
Congratulations, Lane. He's answered.
Okay. Yes, okay, so it's time to reorganize.
I'll move that we keep it the same,
Second.
Any further
unless
discussion?
Jimmy wants to be chairman.
I'm the new guy.
Jimmy's
Been here
smart.
10 years.
Jimmy's smart.
You're always gonna be the new guy.
Has it really been 10 years?
Yeah.
Okay, we have a motion and a second on the floor to reorganize by keeping the status quo. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Vote is unanimous of the floor present.
We could have made Lance chairman.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. That's a couple of clubs I used to belong to. If you showed up to night of election, you got named.
Oh, yeah. Donna, on this, do I sign
Yeah.
that? Or does town accountant sign it?
She signs the bottom, but above that, it's like department head. I think that's where you
Okay,
have
I
to
see
sign.
it. Okay. What I've got to do, because we're now into the new fiscal year, and Donna has gotten her pay has changed as we voted on months and months ago. I'd ask for an authorization to sign this. Somebody make a motion.
So moved.
Second.
A motion, and second, any further discussion?
Nope.
And I will be in contact with her tomorrow. I got a phone call into her, but I'll get that straightened out for you, Donna.
Okay.
Okay, we've done that, the minutes. Has everybody had a chance to review the minutes?
Look good to me.
Did you find where you misspelled my name?
Yeah, but I wish you had told me where. I went through that
No.
like 3 times.
You know why I did that?
Oh, I know you're being a wise guy.
No, I wasn't being a wise guy.
Why?
You've got to learn to check things, check the obvious.
Well, after
Spell
6...
check didn't pick that up.
No, it didn't. It did not.
Yeah.
But it took me 3 times. I couldn't find it. So I got home, I handed it to my
Yeah.
daughter, and I did find it. So
Why
she
did you
did.
do a word search?
I tried that. It didn't come up.
Because you didn't know how you
How I had
spelled it.
spelled it. So then I tried to do a find, that wouldn't work either. It wouldn't pull it up, so.
You couldn't do it with just the first 2 or 3
Still
letters?
huge.
A lot of times, with it, all you need is about 3 letters, and you get you've got to refine it, because
Yeah.
your word search is,
Oh, I know.
get like this, to get it down where you can see it.
Well, I did find it and I fixed it finally, so I forgot the E in Hurley,
You won't do that again, will you?
probably.
When I
And
first,
after 16 pages, I thought I was pretty good. I didn't make much mistakes, so.
my daughter, when we first moved to town, says, "Why is the guy's name Huge Hurley?" And to this day, she'll joke about her calling it huge.
Well, when I was in the Boy Scout leader, that's what the kids called me.
Yeah.
Because I was, 3 feet taller than any of them, so that maybe I did look huge. Okay. Okay, we agree, did we do accept the minutes?
Yes.
We did, okay. Is there any further business to come before us?
Nope. I don't have one.
We'll entertain a motion to adjourn, the time
So moved.
being 8:02.
Second.
Motion is unanimous to the floor present. Good night, thank you.